Have you ever felt trapped, paralyzed by the sheer weight of possibility? A multitude of paths stretching before you, each whispering promises of success, yet leaving you rooted to the spot, unable to choose, unable to move. That, my friends, is the insidious poison of indecision, the silent killer of dreams, the thief of destiny, and I am here to tell you that the cure, the antidote, lies in the radical act of burning your bridges. Yes, you heard me correctly. Burn them, reduce them to ashes, eliminate every single fallback option that whispers doubts into your ear, that lures you back to the comfort of mediocrity, that prevents you from leaping with unwavering faith into the abyss of your potential. For it is only when you have severed all ties to the past, when you have irrevocably committed yourself to a single definite chief aim, that the universe will conspire to bring your dreams to fruition. Indecision, that wavering dance between hope and fear, is the ultimate saboteur. It dilutes your focus, scatters your energy, and leaves you adrift in a sea of unfulfilled potential. It is a comfortable cage, lined with excuses and justifications, but a cage nonetheless. True growth, lasting achievement, and the realization of your grandest ambitions demand a different approach. They demand unwavering commitment, relentless focus, and the courage to say, "This is my path, and I will walk it, come what may." Think of the great conquerors, the visionary leaders, the groundbreaking inventors, the artists who dared to defy convention. Did they achieve their triumphs by hedging their bets, by keeping one foot firmly planted in the familiar while tentatively reaching for the unknown? No, they burned their ships. They crossed the Rubicon, they threw caution to the wind, and they charged forward with a singleness of purpose that brooked no opposition. They understood instinctively that compromise is the enemy of greatness, that half-hearted efforts yield only meager results, and that true mastery demands absolute, unwavering dedication. Consider the story of Hernán Cortés, the Spanish conquistador who landed on the shores of Mexico in 1519. With a small army of men facing an empire of millions, he was vastly outnumbered, his supplies were limited, and his chances of success seemed impossibly slim. But Cortés possessed a secret weapon, a weapon more powerful than any sword or cannon, a weapon that would ultimately lead him to victory. He burned his ships. He deliberately destroyed his only means of retreat, sending an unmistakable message to his men and to the Aztec Empire that there was no turning back. They would conquer or they would die. That single act of audacious finality transformed a ragtag band of soldiers into an unstoppable force, fueled by desperation, driven by purpose, and united by a shared destiny. Cortés understood that doubt is a disease, that fear is a paralyzing force, and that the only way to overcome these obstacles is to eliminate the possibility of retreat. He understood that burning bridges, while seemingly reckless, is often the most strategic move you can make. Now, I am not suggesting that you literally set fire to your possessions or sever all ties with your loved ones, but I am urging you to examine your life, to identify the areas where you are holding back, where you are allowing doubt and fear to dictate your decisions, and to consider the possibility of burning those metaphorical bridges that are preventing you from achieving your full potential. Perhaps it is a dead-end job that you cling to out of fear of the unknown. Perhaps it is a toxic relationship that drains your energy and undermines your self-worth. Perhaps it is a limiting belief that whispers in your ear, telling you that you are not good enough, that you are not capable, that you are not worthy of success. Whatever it may be, I urge you to confront it, to challenge it, and to consider the possibility of letting it go once and for all. For it is only when you release yourself from the shackles of the past that you can truly embrace the possibilities of the future. And remember this, the universe rewards courage, it rewards commitment, and it rewards those who dare to dream big and to pursue their dreams with unwavering determination. But it does not reward indecision, it does not reward half-hearted efforts, and it certainly does not reward those who are afraid to take risks. So, I ask you, what bridges are you clinging to? What fallback options are preventing you from achieving your true potential? What fears are holding you back from rewriting your destiny? Identify them, confront them, and then, with a deep breath and a resolute heart, burn them. Let the flames of your commitment consume every doubt, every fear, and every limiting belief that stands in your way. And as the smoke clears, you will find yourself standing on the threshold of a new beginning, a beginning filled with limitless possibilities, a beginning where anything is possible if you are willing to commit, to focus, and to burn your bridges behind you. The path to greatness is not paved with compromise, it is paved with conviction. It is not illuminated by doubt, it is illuminated by unwavering faith. And it is not achieved by those who hesitate, it is achieved by those who dare to act decisively and without reservation. Think of the Wright brothers, two bicycle mechanics, who dared to dream of flight in a world that believed it was impossible. They faced ridicule, skepticism, and countless setbacks, but they never wavered in their commitment to their vision. They poured all of their time, energy, and resources into their experiments, often working day and night, fueled by a burning desire to achieve the impossible. And when their early attempts failed, they did not give up, they did not retreat, they did not compromise. They analyzed their mistakes, learned from their failures, and continued to push forward with even greater determination. They burned their bridges, they eliminated every other option, and they focused all of their attention on a single, unwavering goal to conquer the skies. And on December 17th, 1903, they achieved the impossible. They made the first successful sustained flight in a heavier than air-powered aircraft, forever changing the course of history. Their success was not an accident. It was not a stroke of luck. It was the result of unwavering commitment, relentless focus, and the courage to burn their bridges. They understood that true innovation requires a willingness to take risks, to challenge conventional wisdom, and to embrace the possibility of failure. They understood that the greatest rewards often lie on the other side of the greatest obstacles, and they were willing to pay the price. They were willing to sacrifice everything to achieve their dream. So I ask you again, what is your dream? What is the one thing that you are truly passionate about? What is the one goal that you would be willing to sacrifice everything to achieve? Identify it, embrace it, and then burn your bridges. Commit yourself completely, without reservation and without hesitation. Eliminate every fallback option, silence every doubt, and focus all of your energy on achieving your goal. And as you do, you will discover a power within yourself that you never knew existed, a power that will propel you forward through every obstacle and every challenge until you reach your destination. The world is full of opportunities waiting to be seized, but they are not available to those who hesitate, to those who doubt, or to those who are afraid to take risks. They are available only to those who are willing to commit, to focus, and to burn their bridges. So, I urge you to take action, to make a decision, and to commit yourself to your dream. Burn your bridges and watch as the universe conspires to bring your dreams to fruition. Remember that you are not defined by your past, you are not limited by your circumstances, and you are not bound by the expectations of others. You are the master of your own destiny, and you have the power to create the life that you desire. But you must be willing to take the first step. You must be willing to commit, and you must be willing to burn your bridges. The path to greatness is not easy, it is not always clear, and it is not always comfortable. But it is always worth it, for it is on this path that you will discover your true potential, that you will achieve your grandest ambitions, and that you will leave your mark on the world. So I challenge you to embrace the power of decisive action, to burn your bridges, and to rewrite your destiny. The world is waiting for you, your dream is waiting for you, and your potential is waiting to be unleashed. Do not let fear, doubt, or indecision hold you back any longer. Commit, focus, and burn your bridges. And watch as your life transforms in ways that you never thought possible. Consider the tale of Colonel Harlan Sanders, a man who faced countless rejections and setbacks before finally achieving success in his later years. At the age of 62, after a lifetime of struggling to make ends meet, Colonel Sanders found himself with nothing but a Social Security check and a secret recipe for fried chicken. He traveled across the country, knocking on doors, trying to convince restaurant owners to franchise his recipe. He was rejected hundreds of times, but he never gave up. He believed in his product, he believed in himself, and he refused to let failure define him. He burned his bridges, he committed himself completely to his vision, and he focused all of his energy on building his business. And eventually, his persistence paid off. He found a partner who believed in him, and together, they built Kentucky Fried Chicken into one of the most successful fast food chains in the world. Colonel Sanders' story is a testament to the power of unwavering commitment, relentless focus, and the courage to burn your bridges. He could have given up, he could have accepted defeat, he could have settled for a life of mediocrity, but he didn't. He chose to fight, he chose to persevere, and he chose to burn his bridges. And as a result, he achieved a level of success that most people can only dream of. So, I ask you, what is your secret recipe? What is the one thing that you are truly passionate about? What is the one skill that you possess that could change the world? Identify it, hone it, and then burn your bridges, commit yourself completely to your vision, and never give up no matter how many times you are rejected. Believe in yourself, believe in your product, and believe that you have the power to achieve anything you set your mind to. The world needs your talent, the world needs your passion, and the world needs your commitment. Do not let fear, doubt, or indecision hold you back any longer. Burn your bridges and watch as your life transforms in ways that you never thought possible. Remember that success is not a destination, it is a journey. It is a journey filled with challenges, obstacles, and setbacks. But it is also a journey filled with opportunities, rewards, and the satisfaction of knowing that you are living your life to the fullest. So, embrace the journey, embrace the challenges, and embrace the power of burning your bridges. Commit, focus, and never give up, and you will achieve greatness. Think about the story of Steve Jobs, a man who was fired from the very company he founded, only to return years later and transform it into one of the most valuable companies in the world. After being ousted from Apple in 1985, Jobs could have easily given up. He could have retreated into obscurity and lived a life of quiet comfort, but he didn't. He used his time away from Apple to start a new company, Next, and to acquire Pixar, a small animation studio that would later revolutionize the film industry. He burned his bridges, he refused to let his past failures define him, and he focused all of his energy on creating something new and innovative. And when he returned to Apple in 1997, he brought with him a fresh perspective, a renewed sense of purpose, and a burning desire to prove himself. He introduced a series of groundbreaking products, including the iMac, the iPod, the iPhone, and the iPad, which transformed Apple into the tech giant that it is today. Steve Jobs' story is a testament to the power of resilience, innovation, and the courage to burn your bridges. He could have allowed his past failures to define him, but he chose to learn from them and to use them as fuel to drive him forward. He burned his bridges, he committed himself completely to his vision, and he focused all of his energy on creating products that would change the world. And as a result, he became one of the most influential figures of the 21st century. So I ask you, what is your comeback story? What is the challenge that you are facing that is preventing you from achieving your full potential? Identify it, confront it, and then burn your bridges. Refuse to let your past failures define you, and commit yourself completely to your vision. Focus all of your energy on creating something new and innovative, and never give up. No matter how many obstacles you face, the world needs your talent, the world needs your passion, and the world needs your resilience. Do not let fear, doubt, or indecision hold you back any longer. Burn your bridges and watch as your life transforms in ways that you never thought possible. Remember that the greatest successes often come after the greatest failures. It is in the face of adversity that we discover our true strength, our true potential, and our true purpose. So embrace the challenges, embrace the setbacks, and embrace the power of burning your bridges. Commit, focus, and never give up, and you will achieve greatness. Consider the example of Elon Musk, a man who has disrupted multiple industries, including space exploration, electric vehicles, and renewable energy. Musk is not afraid to take risks. He is not afraid to challenge conventional wisdom, and he is not afraid to burn his bridges. He has invested heavily in ambitious projects such as SpaceX, Tesla, and Solar City, which have faced numerous setbacks and challenges. But he has never wavered in his commitment to his vision. He has burned his bridges, he has poured all of his resources into his companies, and he has refused to let failure deter him. And as a result, he has achieved a level of success that is almost unprecedented. SpaceX has revolutionized space travel, Tesla has transformed the automotive industry, and Solar City is helping to accelerate the transition to renewable energy. Elon Musk's story is a testament to the power of vision, innovation, and the courage to burn your bridges. He could have played it safe, he could have invested in more conservative projects, and he could have avoided the risk of failure. But he didn't. He chose to take bold risks, he chose to challenge the status quo, and he chose to burn his bridges. And as a result, he is shaping the future of humanity. So, I ask you, what is your moonshot? What is the audacious goal that you are pursuing that could change the world? Identify it, embrace it, and then burn your bridges. Commit yourself completely to your vision and never give up, no matter how many obstacles you face. Be willing to take risks, be willing to challenge conventional wisdom, and be willing to burn your bridges. The world needs your vision, the world needs your innovation, and the world needs your courage. Do not let fear, doubt, or indecision hold you back any longer. Burn your bridges and watch as your life transforms in ways that you never thought possible. Remember that the greatest achievements often require the greatest risks. It is in the pursuit of audacious goals that we discover our true potential, our true purpose, and our true legacy. So embrace the risks, embrace the challenges, and embrace the power of burning your bridges. Commit, focus, and never give up, and you will change the world. The act of burning bridges is not about recklessness, it is about strategic commitment. It is about recognizing that true progress requires a willingness to let go of the familiar, to embrace the unknown, and to dedicate yourself fully to your chosen path. It is about understanding that the comfort of having a fallback option can often be a trap, preventing you from fully investing in your goals and ultimately hindering your success. So, I urge you to examine your life, to identify the areas where you are holding back, where you are allowing doubt and fear to dictate your decisions, and to consider the possibility of burning those metaphorical bridges that are preventing you from achieving your full potential. Are you ready to commit? Are you ready to focus? Are you ready to burn your bridges? The choice, my friends, is yours. But remember this, the world rewards courage, it rewards commitment, and it rewards those who dare to dream big and to pursue their dreams with unwavering determination. So, take a deep breath, make a decision, and burn your bridges. The future is waiting. Now, I want you to take a moment, just a moment, to reflect on what we've discussed. Think about the areas in your life where you're holding back, where you're keeping those safety nets, those fallback options, just in case. What would it feel like, truly feel like, to let them go, to commit fully, without reservation, to the path you truly desire? That feeling, that slight tremor of fear mixed with exhilaration, that's the feeling of potential unleashed. That's the feeling of stepping into your power. And I urge you, don't just let this be a thought experiment. Don't just listen to these words and then go back to your old ways. Take action. Today, identify one bridge, just one, that you're ready to burn. It could be a small one, a seemingly insignificant habit, or a larger one, a relationship, a job, a limiting belief. Write it down, acknowledge it, and then decide. Decide that you are ready to let it go, and then take the first step. Take the first action, no matter how small, that moves you in the direction of burning that bridge. It could be a conversation, a resignation letter, a change in your daily routine, anything that signifies your commitment to letting go. And as you take that step, feel the power that comes with decisive action. Feel the freedom that comes with letting go of the past. Feel the potential that comes with embracing the future. This is your life, your destiny, your opportunity to create something extraordinary. Don't let it slip away. Burn your bridges and step into your power. And remember, you are not alone. There are countless others who have walked this path before you, who have faced their fears, and who have achieved their dreams. Learn from their stories, draw inspiration from their courage, and know that you too have the power to achieve greatness. The world is waiting for you. So go out there and make it happen. Burn your bridges and rewrite your destiny. And now, I leave you with this final thought. The greatest risk in life is not taking any risks at all. So dare to dream big, dare to take action, and dare to burn your bridges. The rewards, my friends, are immeasurable. Now go and create the life that you deserve. The concept of burning bridges, of making a definitive, irreversible choice, resonates deeply within the human experience. It speaks to a fundamental yearning for purpose, for clarity, and for the unwavering commitment that seems so elusive in a world saturated with options and the constant pressure to hedge our bets. We are often told to keep our options open, to remain flexible, to avoid closing doors prematurely. This advice, while seemingly prudent, can become a subtle form of self-sabotage, a way of avoiding the discomfort and risk inherent in true commitment. It fosters a state of perpetual indecision, a paralysis of analysis that prevents us from fully embracing our potential. The fear of making the wrong choice is a powerful deterrent. We weigh the pros and cons, analyze the potential outcomes, and seek the advice of others, hoping to find a foolproof path to success and happiness. But in this endless pursuit of certainty, we often lose sight of the fact that life is inherently uncertain. There are no guarantees, no foolproof plans, and no risk-free paths. Every decision carries the potential for both success and failure, joy and disappointment. The key lies not in avoiding risk altogether, but in embracing it with courage and conviction. Burning a bridge is not an act of recklessness or impulsivity. It is a deliberate and conscious decision to eliminate the possibility of retreat, to commit fully to a chosen path, and to embrace the challenges and uncertainties that lie ahead. It is a declaration of intent, a statement of unwavering belief in oneself and one's ability to overcome obstacles. It is a way of harnessing the power of the subconscious mind, of aligning our thoughts, feelings, and actions towards a single unified goal. When we leave a door open, when we retain a fallback option, we send a mixed message to our subconscious. We signal that we are not fully committed, that we doubt our ability to succeed, and that we are prepared to retreat at the first sign of difficulty. This lack of conviction undermines our efforts, weakens our resolve, and creates a self-fulfilling prophecy of failure. The subconscious, sensing our uncertainty, will find creative ways to sabotage our progress, to increase our fatigue, and to heighten our emotional fragility. It is not acting out of malice, but out of a deep-seated desire to protect us from the perceived threat of failure. Burning the bridge, on the other hand, sends a clear and unequivocal message to the subconscious. It signals that we are serious, that we are committed, and that we will not be deterred. This unwavering conviction unleashes a surge of energy and focus, allowing us to overcome obstacles and achieve our goals with greater ease and efficiency. The subconscious, sensing our determination, will rally to our support, providing us with the resources, insights, and resilience we need to succeed. The act of burning a bridge is not merely a symbolic gesture. It requires tangible action, a visible commitment to the chosen path. It may involve severing ties with relationships that no longer serve our purpose, eliminating distractions that drain our energy, or abandoning habits that undermine our progress. It is a process of stripping away everything that is not aligned with our goal, of creating a clear and unobstructed path forward. This process can be painful and unsettling. It may involve letting go of familiar comforts, facing uncomfortable truths, and confronting our deepest fears. But it is through this process of Transformation that we unlock our true potential and discover the strength and resilience we never knew we possessed. It is important to distinguish between burning bridges and acting impulsively or destructively. Burning bridges is not about severing ties out of anger or resentment. It is about making a conscious and deliberate decision to eliminate options that are holding us back from achieving our full potential. It is about creating a clear path forward, free from the distractions and temptations of the past. The fear of regret is a common obstacle to burning bridges. We worry that we will make the wrong choice, that we will later regret our decision, and that we will be left with no way back. But regret is often the result of indecision, of failing to commit fully to a chosen path. When we make a conscious and deliberate decision, when we burn the bridge with conviction and purpose, we are less likely to experience regret. We know that we have done everything in our power to achieve our goal, and we can accept the outcome, whatever it may be, with grace and equanimity. The concept of burning bridges is not limited to career choices or major life decisions. It can be applied to any area of our lives where we are struggling to make progress. It may involve letting go of limiting beliefs, breaking free from unhealthy relationships, or abandoning habits that are holding us back. The key is to identify the obstacles that are preventing us from achieving our goals and to take decisive action to eliminate them. In a world that often encourages us to play it safe, to hedge our bets, and to avoid taking risks, the act of burning bridges can seem radical and even foolish. But it is through this act of unwavering commitment that we unlock our true potential and create a life of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. It is through this act of burning bridges that we rewrite our destiny and become the person we were always meant to be. The journey may be challenging, the path may be uncertain, but the rewards are immeasurable. For in the ashes of the burned bridge, we discover the strength, the resilience, and the unwavering conviction that will carry us forward to our ultimate destination. The act is not about destruction, but about creation. It is about clearing the path for a new beginning, a new identity, and a new future. It is about embracing the unknown with courage and conviction, knowing that we have the power to shape our own destiny.